Hello and welcome back to the 410. My name is Adrian and I'm your host, and I'm so excited about the game going on this weekend. Let's go Ravens. You know we're ready to go. We're locked in, ready to roll. Updates on us as follows. Zay Flowers still not practicing. However, we did sign Deontay Johnson just in case he can't go, just to give us another body. But just like we showed last week, we're ready to do it however we need to do it. I'm hoping Zay can get healthy and get back with us on the Super Bowl run. But Zay, we got your back. Don't worry about it. We're ready to roll, just like we showed you last week. We'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. Yes, they haven't announced it yet, but he'll be winning the third MVP. And the great thing about Lamar is he doesn't care if he wins it or not. He is set on one thing and one thing only, and that's getting his jewelry down there in New Orleans. And I know he has a bunch of teammates that feel the same way, and so they're going to go out there, going to play an excellent game on Sunday. They're going to get the job done. We're going to move on to the next round. Business as usual. And I just wanted to show you a few clips from Lamar Jackson's press conference, just so you can understand exactly what I'm saying. Lamar is definitely dialed in and ready.
How can you describe this vibe, excitement going into, against Bills?
The same as last week. I feel like our guys just locked in. Playoff atmosphere is pretty much serious around the building. Our guys we've been joking, but not that much. Guys just locked in because, like I said, a lot of us was here last year and we know what's at stake for us. Yeah, man, I'm trying to win, so it really don't matter. I can't go into a game and be like, man, it's too cold, I can't make things happen. Excuse me for everyone watching, but I really don't care who's watching and to me, the players, us players, we just trying to win. We really don't care how people feel about it. We trying to go in there and just win. That's a tough environment, tough team, offense, defense, special team. We just trying to go there and win.
So you don't feel any different as far as the build up to this matchup?
I believe we already built up. It's playoffs. It's not like we can go out there, lose a game, and then get prepared for another game. It's win to go home. So we already lit. All season, I don't really chill with people all season, especially not other quarterbacks. Nothing don't get me wrong, there's no problem, nothing like that. But it's we compete against each other. I'm trying to beat you. I'm not trying to be your friend.
All right, let's get into last night's action. First up, we had New York going up against Philly. We didn't know if Cat or Jalen Brunson were going to play. Tyrese Maxey had missed the game before. Of course, Embiid, he's missing in action. A lot of uncertainty. We did go with the 6.5 on this game. New York was able to pull it out in overtime, a very close game all the way through. Like I said, overtime, 125-119. Jalen Brunson had 38 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. Tyrese Maxey for Philly. Once again, strong effort in a losing effort. 33 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds. Like I said, the 6.5 was good, just barely by the hook. Moving on, next one, Boston and Toronto. Boston giving up 14.5 in this game made me very, very uncomfortable. They've been suspect lately, and just like I alluded to yesterday, they took a loss. It was 110-97 to Toronto. Toronto took it to them, just like we talked about the other day. Boston is shooting itself out of the game. That snaps Toronto's 10-game losing streak. Next game, Chicago and Atlanta. Chicago at home. We gave Chicago a little bit of boost of confidence, saying they could go into this game and cover the spread. Well, not only did they not cover the spread, they lost this game 110-94. Atlanta had a strong showing. Wallace led the way, 27.6 assists and 6 rebounds. Chicago is definitely trending in the wrong direction for us. Milwaukee, Orlando. Milwaukee's been playing strong ball. Orlando, Paolo coming back, trying to get integrated into what they're doing. Still down a few folks over there. Well, it showed last night. The Milwaukee Bucks took it to them. It was 122-93. Dame had 30 points, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. In a losing effort, Paolo came through with 22 points, 2 assists, and 5 rebounds. They really just punished them last night. There's nothing else really to be said there. So moving on, Dallas and New Orleans. Dallas, without their stars, New Orleans been playing strong ball. Even though Zion did not play last night, they were definitely on fire last night. They won this game 119-116. DeJounte Murray had 30 points, 7 assists, and 7 rebounds. And Daniel Gafford in the losing effort had 27 points, 2 assists, and 12 rebounds. New Orleans in the points was good. Even without Zion, I definitely see New Orleans trending upwards. And when they get Brandon Ingram back, they're definitely going to be a team that's going to be tough to deal with. Moving on will be Memphis and San Antonio. Of course, I got to show you what went on last night in this game here. This game was close up until right about now. Things got real sticky down there for Mr. Wembanyama. So all I'm going to say about this is this did not count. So it will not go down in the record books as he actually made a shot on him. But as you can see, Wembanyama definitely tried to step up and block his shot without any success. This was a heck of a play, changed the whole outcome of the game. Memphis won this one 129 to 115. Ja Morant, 21 points, 12 assists, and 4 rebounds. Whew. That was rough there. Well, like I said, the game after that pretty much wasn't in doubt. Memphis moved on to win this game 129 to 115. Whew. That was rough there. Wembanyama, it couldn't have been me is all I'm going to say. I know for a fact if had that man tried to do something like that to me, he would have been in the 4th row over there next to the guy eating some popcorn. You understand? No way he's coming down there doing anything like that to me. And I ain't in the NBA, but I can promise you he ain't doing that to me. Moving on, we go to Houston and Denver. Houston's been playing excellent ball, and it showed last night. Jokic, this was the joke on us type of deal. His elbow was inflamed apparently, so he was late scratched. I think it was 2 hours before the game they scratched him. So like I said, when I walked down there with my chips to go put my money down on Denver, they told me Jokic wasn't playing, so I took my money back out, put it back in my pocket, came back and enjoyed the NBA action and lived to fight another day. Houston, like I said, they went on to win this game 128 to 108. I'm going to start calling him All-Star Jalen Green. Had 34 points, 5 assists, and 1 rebound. Jamal Murray, which I gave a shout out to earlier on the Martin Luther King edition. He had 22 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And like I said, if you have not checked out that Martin Luther King edition, you need to check that out. That's good stuff there. Moving on, Charlotte and Utah. Just like I thought yesterday, Charlotte would end up getting their 2nd win on the road for the season here. It was tough, though. It wasn't easy for them to get done. They won this game 117 to 112. We did take the Utah in the points, so we were good here, just barely by the hook. Mark Williams, he absolutely destroyed them, 31 points, 2 assists, and 13 rebounds. Keontae George, in the losing effort for Utah, had 26 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. I looked at this game really simple and plain. Walker Kessler, you let Mark Williams come to Utah and absolutely horse you in front of everybody in the arena. There's no way in God's green earth that that man went down there and did that and you only had 2 fouls. That was my beef with you. Not that he went down there and horsed you, that he horsed you and you had 2 fouls. You should have had 6 fouls. Because the reason why y'all lost the game was because that man had 31 points and nobody was out there stopping him. And that made me mad because if I was 7 foot and that man was down there trying to do that the same way I just said about Wembanyama, there's no way in the world that I'm going to let that man go down there and have 2 fouls and it go down like that. Anyway, I'm very upset about these big men these days. Anyways, Golden State, Minnesota, the return of Steph Curry. He's been missing in action. You got to find him on most occasions. He came through for them. Minnesota, they've been struggling. They lost this game on the last minute shot by Steph. Steph had 31, 8 assists, and 1 rebound, and had 28, 2, and 8 rebounds. Steph was Steph. This game right here came down to it's a 1-point game. Julius Randle going up against a team full of guards. I looked at the lineup. There was nobody except for Kevon Looney that they had in there that was even close to even being a big man type. And you had 27 minutes, which I think that's on the coach too. 27 minutes was weird to me. He wasn't in foul trouble or anything like that. And you let them play small ball, but you are Julius Randle and you didn't go out there and dominate them. You should have had, I mean, 25-30 easy. I mean, it wasn't like you You had nobody out there to guard you. Y'all lost by 1 point. You had 17 points. So I'm putting this loss on Julius Randle. Julius, nowhere in the world you let those little guys in Golden State push you out of their box and only have 17 points. Moving on. Yeah, I'm on these big men today because I saw it last night and it was upsetting me because, you know, I wasn't gifted with being 6'10", 7 foot, and all this kind of stuff here. Had I had that kind of height, guaranteed y'all have been watching SportsCenter and watching me do some amazing things. Miami and LA, I was hoping that LA righted the ship. I mean, they needed something positive out there in LA right now with everything that's going on, and they absolutely came back and did what they needed to do. They were down in this game, but they came back in a big fashion. They won this game 117-108. We did take LA to right the ship yesterday, so we were good on that pick. Tyler Hero, he came through for Miami, had 34 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds with LA. It was a real balanced attack. LeBron led that attack with about 22. I think Rui had 23. I want to say 6 people had double figures in this game. On Brooklyn and the Clippers, this game right here was the absolute embarrassment of the night. We took Brooklyn in the points. I would never, ever, ever again, ever take Brooklyn on anything. They are officially the front runners of the Cooper Flag sweepstakes in Brooklyn. They lost the game. They put the league on notice last night that they were not only interested in losing the game, that they were absolutely willing to lose the game in such a fashion that the teams knew that they could come in there and do whatever they wanted to do. They lost this game by 60 points, y'all, 126-67. It was the worst game I've seen in quite a long time with professionals in it. I want to say between the starting 5 for Brooklyn, there was a few guys on that team that scored 2 more points than I did, and I was running around with my little one yesterday. So, I mean, it was very embarrassing. It was the worst loss in Brooklyn history. Like I said, Cooper Flag, good luck in Brooklyn or Washington because that's who wants you, man. Moving on, tonight's picks. We're going to move through these pretty quickly. I'm just going to tell you really quickly who I like tonight, and we're just going to take it from there. I like Indiana plus the points. I'm going to take OKC against the points. I'm going to take the Clippers against the points after they beat somebody by 60. I'm absolutely going to take them against the points. And I'm going to take Houston with the points because Houston been playing good ball. I lock for the night. I've told you I'm going to give you those locks the best I can. Tonight, not so confident about the line. But, of course, it's going to be Phoenix in the money line. I got to keep some of this money around for the Ravens because that is all in territory come Sunday. So I'm going to go Phoenix, money line, absolutely for sure tonight. They're going to win. So I'm probably going to put all of this on Phoenix tonight. So we'll just do it like that. That'll be my lock for the night. Put it all on Phoenix tonight. They'll go ahead and win. Thank you for joining me today. Check out that Martin Luther King edition, please, right away. Please, if you like that, please share it. Please subscribe to this. Please tell everybody about it. The 410.